The moment Jesus breathed his last, the world reacted. It wasn't quiet, it wasn't ordinary, it was the most powerful moment in history. And heaven and earth responded together. Jesus lifted his eyes to heaven and cried out, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." And then he was gone. A deep stillness fell over the hill. Even the crowd stood silent. Then suddenly the ground began to tremble. The earth shook violently. Rocks split open. The hill trembled beneath their feet. People stumbled. Cries rang out across Jerusalem. Even the land cried out at the death of the Son of God. At that very moment in the temple, fulfilling ancient prophecy, something miraculous happened. The great curtain, thick and tall, that separated the Holy of Holies from the people, the very barrier between God and humanity, was ripped in two from top to bottom. This was no ordinary tear, not by human hands, but by the power of God himself. The way into his presence was now open for all. It was a sign of a new covenant. The barrier was broken forever. Because of Jesus' sacrifice, anyone, no matter who they are, could now come close to God. But that wasn't all. The earth itself responded. Tombs around Jerusalem broke open. Stones rolled away as if death itself was losing its grip. The dead stirred, fulfilling the words of the prophets. And later, after Jesus rose, some of them came to life and walked through the holy city, a living testimony to God's power over death. It was as if heaven itself had begun to pour into earth, the promise of resurrection and new life breaking forth. One Roman centurion had witnessed it all, prophecy unfolding before his eyes. The sky turned dark, the ground shook, and the world seemed to hold its breath. He saw the moment Jesus died, the sacrifice that would change everything said. And as he looked up at the cross, the truth pierced his heart. The power and love of God were undeniable. Surely this man was the Son of God, the promised Savior. Even a hardened soldier, part of the crucifixion, was transformed by the truth. In that moment, the world was changed, access to God was opened, and hope was born for all people. The moment Jesus died, the world responded. Not with silence, but with a roar of truth. Love had been poured out, sin had been defeated, and death was no longer the end. It wasn't just the end of a life, it was the beginning of everything new. If this story moved you, share it and subscribe to A Faithful Heart for more animated Bible stories that bring truth and beauty to life.